Well, hello and welcome everybody to the New Health Conversation podcast. And as I always do, I want to address the censors right up front because uh, censors you over the last few months of the New Health Conversation podcast. You've interrupted it, you've stopped it, or you've restricted the views. So we want to clear up any misconceptions you might have. So some of the reasons you were shutting us down are not accurate. Number one, you had said it was or you thought it was some form of disordered eating might upset people. As it turns out, this is published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. It's 100% safe. It's been vetted at the very highest levels. It's also a registered trademark with the U.S. Patent Office called protein pacing. U.S. Patent Office does not give out registered trademarks to things that are unhealthy for human beings. We are the most compliant people you have on all of TikTok because other than the pharmaceutical companies, we're the only other ones with actually published peer-reviewed human trial studies in the biggest medical journals in the world. So as far as disordered eating, completely wrong. Number two, you'd said as a result of that, there was some sort of body dysphoria or body image problems. Number one, this is a detox. And what we're teaching people is the bloating they have in their body is not because they added fat, not because they got fatter. It's because the fat cells in our body are protecting us from the chemicals in our world. So we're drinking, we're breathing, we're eating chemicals. As they enter our body, the body's taking that chemical and stuffing it inside our fat cells, and the fat cells expand or they contract. There's nothing to do with body image. It's a medical fact. And this protocol is a detox. It is not a diet. And we have proof through blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis that this, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is removing chemicals from the body, and that's why people shrink. It has nothing to do with body image. It's not controlled by body image. It's controlled by the chemicals in our world. Number three, you said we were having people or encouraging people to leave TikTok to go buy products. First of all, there are no products to buy. There have never been products. We don't sell products. There's never been any products. The New Health Conversation is a movement. It's a free medical website where we give people free coaching and free consultation. We have no products to sell. We've never sold products. Last but not least, were worried that it wasn't original content or it was copyrighted material. The researchers who did this, we interview them on our website, the top weight loss researcher in the world, and he wanted us to publish their studies on our website so in the public domain so everybody can see it. We're the most compliant people that you have on TikTok. I cannot find anybody else on TikTok, medical doctors, chiropractors, dietitians, with one shred of medical evidence behind what they're telling people. And yet, at times you've censored us and you've not censored them. All we're saying is we're the most compliant people, and all we worry about is to let our message get out to as many people as possible because this is the only credible evidence, medically proven, other than the drugs, other than the pharmaceutical companies, on all of your TikTok. Okay? Thank you very much. All right, well, hello, No One. Hello, Willie. Hello, Mary Connell. Hello, Namfi. I'm going to call you Nam Fadi Fedwi. I mispronounced your name. Patty Stewart, hello. So, let's get started right away. So she dropped 60 pounds in 90 days with a revolutionary natural detox. There are no products. There are no pills. There is no dieting. And this is back and published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. If you're really interested, if you're serious about losing weight, and this is not a diet, it's a detox. Let me ask all of you right away, right up front, do you believe we're living in a toxic world? And do you believe you're toxic? Because if you don't, you're on the wrong podcast. I couldn't be more serious. This is a serious scientific medical podcast. We don't mess around. We only give you medical facts. There's no hyperbole. We have nothing to sell you. Let's get that right out in front. There are no products. There are no pills. There are no elixirs. This is based on food and a new way of eating invented or discovered or invented, I guess, by the top weight loss nutrition physiologists in the world, the top people. They were paid for 40 years to analyze diets. They did over 100 studies, thousands of people. And you know what? Not only did they never find a diet that worked long term, but 2/3 of everybody on every diet gained more weight than they lost. And the primary reason was this. On every diet they ever tested, 25 to 40% of the actual pounds people were losing was lean muscle mass. That's what's going on. Also on the shots, that is the problem. You're absolutely losing weight on the shots. We're not even against the shots. They're helping diabetics and they're helping people morbidly obese. But don't fool yourself. 40% of what they're losing in the actual pounds lean muscle mass, and I'll prove it to you. Here's a huge study in the New England Journal of Medicine on semaglutide. 68 weeks. That's 1 year and 4 months, not 6 or 8 weeks. And right in the study, it took them 68 weeks to lose 32 pounds. And of the 32 pounds people lost, 40% was lean muscle mass. She gained 9 to 12% lean muscle mass with no exercise at all. You look at the people on, whether it's Ozempic or Triepazide or Wegovy, and we're not even against them, but look at them. I just saw a picture of Oprah Winfrey today. Oh my gosh. You don't even recognize her. She's so gaunt. And you have to understand that big research now out of Australia, they prove the same thing. Here's what they're saying. These are from Australian research. Here's what they said. The GLP-1 starvation epidemic, a medical disaster unfolding in plain sight. These so-called miracle weight loss injections, Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Triepazide, are being pushed as the ultimate fix for obesity. But behind the glossy ads and celebrity endorsement lies the truth. They are systematically starving millions of users from the inside out. This isn't a side effect. This is full-blown nutritional catastrophe the doctors are only now waking up to. Scurvy is back and hitting modern patients. Australian researchers just exposed the scandal. After 17 years of clinical trials on the shots, they did not track what people were eating. Now we're seeing real cases of full-blown scurvy. Yes, Pirate's disease, bleeding gums, open wounds, total exhaustion. Up to 40% of your weight loss is precious muscle, turning you frail and broken. Forget the scale victories. You're losing lean muscle at terrifying rates, especially if you're over 40. This accelerates sarcopenia, osteoporosis, heart failure, and metabolic damage. Woo, you're skinny. I'm not even going to comment. I'm just going to our job is not to comment. We're not convincing you one way or another, do the shot, don't do the shot. But my gosh, look at the evidence. Look at the evidence. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Yeah, you're going to lose weight, but if 40% of what you're losing is your lean muscle mass, do you know how precious lean muscle mass is to all of us? It's not just that it slows down your metabolism. These people coming off the shots, they're gaining a half a pound a day, a half a pound a day. Yeah, it's working, but at what cost? They can't, you've got to understand the shot has no nutrition in it. I mean, why do you think it is? We're looking right now at almost 86% of Americans will be overweight in 4 years, according to Johns Hopkins Medical School. I mean, my God, from 1964 to today, we've had an increase from about 10% overweight and obese in 1964 to what, 62 years later? We're going to be at 86%, almost 90% of people. I guess it's a good thing we have the shots. But again, is the ultimate to lose the weight? Does it matter what kind of weight you're losing? Yes, it does. You all are, I mean, I don't care what diet you're on, 25 to 40% of what you're losing is your lean muscle mass. It doesn't just slow down your metabolism. You know what else it's doing to you? It's decreasing your own immune system. Yeah, you're literally making yourself unhealthy by these diets. But it's so important to fit in your skinny jeans. This has no side effects. And hell, she lost 60 pounds in 90 days. It took them 68 weeks to lose 32 pounds. She lost almost twice as much as they did in 3 months. That took them 68 weeks. And this is not a diet. And there's no products. There's no pills. There's no shots. There's no dieting. It's based on detox. The shot does nothing to detox your body. Listen, there's a new medical syndrome, registered trademark, U.S. patent office. I bet you never heard of it, called the TDOS syndrome. T for toxicity, D for nutrition deficiency, overweight, and stress. And every person in the world has it. And what they're telling us, we're drinking, breathing, eating chemicals, and as they enter our body, the body takes that chemical and stuffs it inside your visceral fat. So the bloating you're experiencing is not because you gain fat. It's impossible. You have the same number of fat cells at puberty you do when you die. So over your lifetime, what happens? Your fat cells expand and contract. That's it. Oh, you're being told you can burn fat on a diet. You can burn fat at the gym. That's a total lie. There's not a shred of evidence behind that. The opposite's true. This is crazy what's happening. Someone has to be the voice of reason. That's us. But we didn't do the research, but these researchers did. By the way, this medical syndrome was discovered by this researcher, Peter Greenlaw. That happens to be me, everybody. So I discovered a medical syndrome that everybody in the world has. Maybe you want to listen to what I have to say. I'm not going to give you fluff. I'm not going to give you anything except medical proof, irrefutable medical proof. This protocol you're looking at here is published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. I'd love for any of you to tell me one person you can find on TikTok with one shred of medical evidence. Who would it be? We can't find it. We can't find it. So 90 Schick, we got Nalidi, we got Nitu, we got, oh my gosh, Doc, you're back again. You're up for more more everything, I guess. And you got the before and afters. I saw them. I'm excited about that. Great, great. And 90 Schick already sent me a rose. So listen, everybody, let's have a real frank discussion. Are you really serious about losing weight? Then if you are, why would you? I'll tell you why you've done what you've done. The only thing that's been available to you up to this point has been opinions. Would anyone like to argue with me about that? Because the only way you could argue back is show me someone you're following, whether it's a medical doctor, a chiropractor, a dietitian, a nutritionist, a weight loss person, with one shred of medical evidence. If you can't show me that, then what you relied on are opinions. And obviously the opinions aren't working very well when we're looking in 4 years that 86% of Americans are going to be overweight or obese, according to Johns Hopkins Medical School. That's not my opinion. That's 86% of you on this podcast right now today. And let's get some taps going. We already have 1,000 likes. Who else is on here now? How can I not want to know more about the wealth conversation? Well, I don't know. They don't. Sometimes they don't want to know more, I guess. This is the new health. Look at her above her head, her phone. Look, see that? The new health conversation? Free medical website. The only thing that's on that website is the medical proof. That's it. There's nothing to buy. We have no products to sell you. Because there are no products and no pills. It's food and a new way of eating. This is revolutionary. It's such a breakthrough. We have a doctor on here right now. He'll tell you he's been doing it for more than 10 or 12 years. Shocking results. Defying all medical whatever. And we're not treating, curing, diagnosing, or preventing any medical conditions. Don't hear me say that. But what we are doing is we're quoting from 10 published peer-reviewed human trial studies. I'm going to explain to all of you how this works in just a moment. But in the meantime, if you want to know, if you'll tell me if you're male or female and how tall you are and your current weight, I'll tell you how fast you can lose weight on this. You're going to lose weight on this in 4 days. It would take you 6 weeks. Men or woman dieting. I don't care what the hell diet you're on. I'm telling you right now. And the thing I can say with such certainty is we have the medical proof to back it up. Nothing I'm telling you is an opinion. See, we got people now, even like Harvard Medical School, stop counting calories. They said Harvard Medical School, the idea of a calorie in, calorie out when it comes to weight loss is not only antiquated, it's just wrong, says Fatima Stanford, obesity specialist, Harvard Medical School. Big study, Medicare. Listen to this. Medicare search for effective obesity treatments. Diet's not the answer. The researchers at Medicare looked at long-term outcomes of diets and found that 2/3 of all dieters on any diet gained more weight than they lost. That's all of you. Wake up, everybody. This is your chance really to hit the do-over button for the rest of your life. Not screwing around to lose 20 pounds and get 25 back. Oh, that diet didn't work, so now I'm going to go for another one. Well, today, go to Barnes & Noble. There's at least 300 different titles on diets. If any of them work, why do we need 300 different diets? None of them work. You can get as mad as hell at me if you want to, because a lot of people do. Oh, he's full of BS, don't believe this guy. Really? Don't believe me? How about, wait a minute, how about 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world? This is the most scrutinized medical research that's ever been done on weight loss in history. And it's not a diet, it's a detox. Again, as I asked everybody, do you believe you're living in a toxic world? Do you believe you're living in a toxic world? Yes or no? And do you believe you're toxic? If you don't, you're on the wrong podcast. I couldn't be more serious. This is not a diet. It's a detox with this unbelievable, thank goodness, side effect of this unreal weight loss. Unreal only compared to what you're used to. You're all excited about a pound a week at best. We got people here losing more than a pound a day. I'll prove it to you. Look at Eric. 1.5 pounds a day, 45 pounds in a month. It looks like a different person. It's the same person. But look at his blood work. Triglycerides and LDL, bad cholesterol, in half in 30 days. And his blood pressure, 134/91, 102/61. My blood pressure's up right now because I'm really fired up. You can change the rest of your lives if that's what you want to do. Or you can screw around with these diets, kidding yourself. I've lost 10 pounds on this diet. But you're going to gain it all back and more. Don't you understand that? Don't you understand that's what the science is now saying? They finally realized diets just don't work. Moonshines, yeah, toxins everywhere. Of course they are. Oh, did you all see the thing on Starbucks coffee from 3 months ago? 1 cup of Starbucks coffee, and I like Starbucks coffee, 25,000 microplastics drinking with every cup of Starbucks coffee. What the heck? And you think, listen, is it okay for you to store poisons in your body? It's not okay with me. But you have to understand you're doing nothing. No diet is removing any toxins from the body until this is proven. It's helping your body get rid of toxins. Why do you think he shrank so much? Because those fat cells shrank. We have, again, the medical proof. In less than 8 weeks, the visceral fat, that's the fat around your organs, they measured it, it shrank by 33% in 8 weeks. You're not getting rid of fat cells, but they can shrink. Look at him. He shrank. And then if we look at someone like Julie, how about 35 pounds in 37 days? Look at, diets are dead. She quit diets forever. You're still all dieting. You're all hanging on to this myth. It's a myth. They don't work. Do you get it? They just don't work. I'd love for anybody to tell me a diet you think works long term, because there's no medical evidence behind it. And is it removing? Look, the shot doesn't remove toxins from your body. The shot doesn't lower inflammation. It just simply gets you to eat less food because it takes longer for the food to go through your digestive tract, and then it sits in your stomach longer. That's the problem with diets in general, but the shot is another diet. All it's doing, you're getting, at the end of the day, let me make it easy for everybody. You're eating less food. But what they don't tell you is when you eat less food, what else you're getting less of? Nutrition. Why is this so difficult to understand? Why the hell do you think it's going to happen? When you don't have enough nutrition, your brain thinks you're starving to death, freaks out, turns to your muscles for fuel, and slows down your metabolism. And that's why you gain all the weight back. But it does worse than that. Number two, it slows down your own immune system. And number three, they now know that loss of lean muscle mass, major underlying contributing factor to what? Dementia, for crying out loud. It's not my opinion. I'm not giving you opinions. Yeah, I get very bombastic. I understand. I make people mad sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm very enthusiastic for all of you. The New Health Conversation is a movement. It's not a company. We don't have anything to sell you. We're educating you. We all got coached. I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks 23 years ago, and I've kept it off for 23 years. That's what should excite all of you. It's not a diet. It has nothing to do with dieting. So who else would, if anybody wants to know, if you'll tell me if you're male or female, how tall you are and your current weight, I'll tell you how fast you can lose weight on this, or I'll walk you through exactly how this works. Well, good. I'm glad you like the education, Moonshines. Moonshines, does it make sense to you? Do you understand now why diets can't possibly work? Because your body runs, Moonshines, not on calories. Your body can't count a calorie. It doesn't know what a calorie is. It's impossible. You can't be hungry for calories. Impossibility from a medical perspective. Your body runs, what keeps you alive are three things: air, water, and what? Nutrition. So everybody, here's why your diets can't work. You go on a diet, you reduce the amount of food, but what you're really reducing is nutrition. When your brain senses not enough nutrition, it freaks out, goes in starvation mode, and turns to your muscles for fuel. Well, then it has to slow down your metabolism, because burning your muscles that's not what you want to be doing. That's why you gain all the weight back. That's why these diets all fail. They all fail in the long run. You all know it. No one would be on this podcast right now. If any of you had found a diet where you lost weight and kept it off, you wouldn't be here talking to me. And this is live. This isn't pre-recorded. And I'm one-on-one with you. I'm willing to do a free consultation for you. Oh, so they're jumping on now. Great. Love, help, please. Yes. I love what you said, Moonshines. You like the education. I want to make you all aware. My job is to educate you. My job is to make you aware. We have nothing to sell you. We all got coached. We will coach you for free. Coaching's free. The only thing you're going to buy in this is food. You're going to find that out. But let's do some numbers first. Okay, so love, if you give me male or female, how tall? Okay, I'm 5'7". I'm 338. I'm going to assume you're female, just because I don't know. From your name, I can't tell, but let me assume you're female, 5'7". All right, if you're 5'7", a great weight for you is going to be no more than about 140. So 140 is going to be 138. Yeah. 140 plus 100 to be 240, 340. Okay, so you want to lose, yeah, you want to lose about 200 pounds. Okay, so here's what you're going to find out. In the first 4 days, you're going to probably lose 10 to 12 pounds. The first month, you'll lose at least 30 pounds, maybe more. Let's go with 30. So after 1 month, 308. After 2 months, another 30 pounds, about 278. After the third month, again, probably another 30 pounds, 278, 248. The fourth month, 248, 228. Fifth month, 228, you're going to be about 200. And then we're going to come down from there. And you're going to lose about 20 pounds a month. So let's say 8 or 9 months, you should be at about 140 pounds. So April Jeezy, tell me how excited. Now, why am I telling you that? Look at this. She lost 200 pounds in 11 months. 200 pounds in 11 months. So you can do it too. 200 pounds. Look at her. Where's the loose skin? She doesn't have any. So you got it, April. Now look, all of you, also April, you see her phone? Look right above it in red. The New Health Conversation. Well, let me show you another view. There's the website right there. There's the actual website. There's nothing to buy. And you're going to see Women's World. Those two ladies on the cover, they were just on the cover of Women's World, the #1 women's magazine in the world. It's a mom and daughter. The daughter, 57-year-old nurse, 54 pounds at 3 months. The mom lost 109 pounds at 81 years of age. They both kept it off for 3 years. The mom lost that weight in less than a year, 108 pounds at 81 years old. You talk about incredible. So anyway, so April. Yeah, okay, so female, April, but you understand where we all go. Look at her phone. Everybody, look above it in red, The New Health Conversation. I just want you all to be aware that's where you can go. It's free to go there. We will not contact you, but if you like what you see, everybody, you scroll down. Free consultation, free coaching. How much is the coaching? $0. How much is the consultation? $0. Why wouldn't you go there? We're not going to contact you if you go. We don't have time to do it, nor should we have to convince you. There's the real, the studies. You can see the journals. They're on the website. And an interview with the #1 weight loss nutrition researcher in the world who invented this. He'll tell you they invented it. They have no products. They don't have a company. They're scientists. That's what's so great about this. It's pure science. And you're going to get food and learn a new way of eating that they discovered and created. Wait till you hear this. It's going to be great. Let me do some more people first. Love, 54199. Okay, Love. 5'4". You want to be about 115. That's going to be 84 pounds. You're going to lose, Love, in the first 4 days, 8 to 10 pounds. The first month, Love, probably 25 pounds. So right away, you're going to be about 174 after just a month. The next month, you should lose at least 20. So second month, 154. The third month, 134. The fourth month, you're pretty much going to, within 4 months, Love, you should be very, very close to like 115, 120 at the most. Love, put in the chart. How excited are you about that? Okay, here's my friend Kay Apollon. Kay, I hope we're friends anyway. I don't really know her. I'm just saying I like people on here. Okay, so Kay, you're 5'5", 5'5", a great weight for you. Kay is going to be about 125. That's 60 pounds. Kay, first 4 days, 6 or 8 pounds. First month, at least 20. 165 after 1 month. It may slow down a little bit. The second month, 150. The third month, 135. So about 3.5 months, Kay Apollon, you should be 120. Tell me, Kay Apollon, come on, everybody, give me some attitude. What do you think about these numbers? These are your lives. You're going to change your lives in that period of time. Tell me you're excited at least, everybody. Tell me, okay? Yeah, April, go to the website. My mom loved Women's World. Good moonshines. Well, they were on the cover. West Coast. I decided not to go this route. Why would you not go this route? I don't understand. How do you know even what the route is? I didn't even explain it yet. That's really funny. Because here's the thing I would ask you, West Coast. Are you whatever you're following, do they have peer-reviewed human trial medical studies behind it? Because we can't find anybody on TikTok. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just curious why you decided not to go this route when you don't even know what the route is. So let me come up here some more people that want to help. Kay Apollon, female. Okay, nice. I'm 5'5", 260. Again, 5'5", 120, good weight for you. That's about 40 pounds. You're going to lose 5 to 7 pounds in the first 4 days. The first month, close to 20 pounds. I'd say 240 after 1 month, 220 after 2 months, 3 months, 180, 4 months, 160, 5 months, about 140. So about 5.5 months, you should be at 130. So nice. Tell me how excited you'd be about those numbers, right? And nice, you understand right above her head, and do you see her phone? Look right above it, the New Health Conversation. Do you see that? That's where you can go. You got it? So I don't understand West Coast, Best Coast. I'm not quite sure then why are you even on the podcast if you decided not to go this route? I haven't even explained how you do it yet. I mean, unless you know something I don't. Maybe you run a previous podcast. I wish you luck with whatever you do. Let me know how that turns out. But you're not going to remove any toxins from your body. You're not going to lower inflammation. And you're going to lose up to 40%. Whatever diet you choose is going to be lean muscle mass. Not because I say so, because all the evidence. And you have a 2/3 chance you're going to regain more weight than you lost. But other than that, it's great. Okay. So who else? K Apollon. Okay, nice. I just did you. Thanks. I'm excited. Good. Nice. Everybody's excited. Now, let me ask some of you, whether it's love or it's K Apollon or nice or K Apollon. Can any of you put in the chat, just tell me yes or no. Are you aware of anybody on social media anywhere with one shred of medical evidence? Just give me a yes or no. Help me out. Come on, love. Come on, K Apollon. Come on, nice. Can any of you just give me a yes or no? Are you aware of anybody on social media with any proof at all, other than just chatter and a bunch of yakking? Okay, a no. Who else? K. Apollon says no. Susie says no. Who else? Can any of you show me anybody on social media with one shred of medical evidence? Everybody's saying no. So the point is, do you want to really change your lives? Now let's talk about how this works, okay? So first of all, who invented it? As I said, it was invented by the top weight loss nutrition physiologists in the world. They had been paid for 40 years to analyze over 100 studies, thousands of people, and never found a diet that worked. And 2/3 of everybody gained more weight than they lost, and ended up 25 to 40% of what they lost is lean muscle mass. Now here's the problem for West Coast, Best Coast. If you don't believe you're living in a toxic world and you're not toxic, then yeah, you're on the wrong podcast. But you have to understand, this is the most extensive medical research that's ever been done. There is no other diet, there is no other weight loss program, there is no gym where you remove toxins from the body until now. And this was proven through blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis in this protocol. We'll get into how that works in just a moment for all of you. But the bottom line, the main reason to do this is detoxification. The weight loss is the bonus. I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks 23 years ago. I've kept it off for 23 years. She's kept this weight off for over 9 years. And it is the same girl. It's the daughter of a friend of mine, despite what people may think. We're not faking things. We don't have to, because we're the only ones with medical proof. Nobody else has any medical proof except those drug companies. And their results compared to this, you'll see, it's not even close. It's like it's a joke. So anyway, let's keep going. So what the researchers did after 40 years, they said diets just don't work. They were paid for 40 years to analyze, never found a diet that worked. But they found other researchers who'd gone to remote areas of the world, coincidentally, where nobody was overweight, in places like Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand. And you know what the secret was? Too simple. These people had access to foods that we don't have access to, with huge amounts of nutrition. Therefore, they ate less food. See, your hunger has never been generated, any of you, by counting calories. Your body has no idea what a calorie is. It's never counted a calorie. The only thing your body can ever be hungry for is nutrition. And it's nutrition that runs and keeps you alive. So what happens on diets is when you lower the amount of food you consume, you lower the amount of nutrition, the brain freaks out and turns to your muscles for fuel, slowing down your metabolism. That's why you gain, I don't care what the hell diet you're on, you're going to gain weight. 2/3 you're going to weigh more than you did when you started. Okay, and especially true on the shots. We'll get to that in just a moment. So the researchers, they found these other researchers who had been bringing these foods from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, that these people were eating. But they never really put it together as far as a diet. It was just more of a consumption thing. So the research said, wait a minute, we want to put a new program together where, and here's how it works, everybody. You're only going to buy food. There is no products. You buy nothing from us. We have nothing for sale. What you're going to do, you're going to get a grocery list from our coaches for free. Here's the grocery list. And what's on the grocery list? Proteins, fats, carbs, fruits, and vegetables. But only whatever you spent total last month, only 30% is what you're going to spend this month at the grocery store. You got it? That leaves you 70% of the money to buy these other foods from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand, which these researchers now call the world's most perfect foods from a nutritional standpoint, they have over 300 nutrients. And unless you're on a prescription for low iron or calcium, you don't need any other supplements at all. So now you have the two food groups. Now, don't get ahead of the, oh, well, send me the food list. No, you don't understand. The most critical part of this is the eating pattern. It's called protein pacing. It's a registered trademark with the U.S. Patent Office. And so here's how it works. 5 days a week, she had 4 meals a day. She started the day with the world's most perfect foods for breakfast, lunch and dinner from the grocery, and a 4th meal after dinner. Now, none of these foods you can buy in any grocery store anywhere in the world. They just come from these researchers. They're the ones that found these foods, and they're available to you now. Not from us. We have nothing to sell you. So 5 days a week, 4 meals a day. 2 days a week, here comes the detox. Now let's slow down for just a moment. Every night when you go to sleep, as long as you don't eat too late, your body basically suspends digestion, which it has to do, and turns on a natural detox mechanism as a result of slowing down digestion called autophagy, when your body gets rid of all the dead cells. Happens every night. What the researchers did here, by giving her 2 days a week, no food from a grocery store, only the world's most perfect foods. This time, she ate 8 times a day. She was eating every hour and a half for 2 hours. So what were they able to do? They gave her, by all these feedings, she had real small amounts of food, which had very little to do digestive-wise, turning on the detox mechanism, and then powered by the amount of nutrition. Even though there were really tiny amounts of food, they still had really high levels of nutrition. And they proved through blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis, this is removing chemicals from the body. It's the main reason to do this. The weight loss is like, that's the throw-in. And they saw a lot of other things. In a month's time, blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, triglycerides. Do you know the diabetics in this had to cut their insulin by 50% in a month? Now here's something that I'm going to go a different direction. Go for it. This lowered inflammation by 25% in a month. No diet has ever touched anything like this. The shots don't do this. They can't do this. The shot just limits the amount of food you're going to consume, which is limiting the amount of nutrition, which makes you burn your lean muscle, which we proved in the studies. It's not up for debate. And then maintenance is simple. Every morning, I had the world's most perfect food for breakfast this morning. I'll have lunch and dinner. And then every couple of months, I do another 48-hour detox. Why? Because the toxins don't go on vacation. My God, I discovered the medical syndrome. That's a registered trademark, U.S. Patent Office. Every person in the world is toxic, period. End of the story. Unless you don't think you are, then well, maybe you're an alien, and then welcome to Earth. This is really serious, everybody. We're in such a catastrophe. If they're saying 86% of Americans may be overweight in 4 years. The whole damn system's going to collapse. Do you know that, for example, obesity leads to about 40 known diseases? It has nothing to do with body image or weight loss. No, it's about health. And I am so sympathetic with any of you that are struggling, but you have the wrong approach. Do you understand? I see these young men on TikTok, 600 pounds. They're all excited. Oh, from last week, I lost 3 pounds. It's still 500 pounds. We got people, I mean, my God, look at this guy right here, Jeff. He lost 60 pounds in a month. In a month, my God, that's 2 pounds a day. Look at him. He was 390. But look at that, 60 pounds in a month. You think any diet, gym, workout has ever produced anything like that? Heck no. And he gained lean muscle with no exercise. And then I love this picture, Mary, 200 in 11 months. Look at her. Am I right? You all have an amazing opportunity to change your lives. If you got to take control. Not up to us. We're not going to convince you. We're going to educate you, but we're going to coach you for free. We all got coached for free. So you get a free consultation and a free coach. If you go to the website, we won't even contact you. But you can see it right there. Look at her phone. Look right above in red, the New Health Conversation. And when you go there, there's the website, the Women's World cover, those featured story. Look at how cool that is. Those two, are you kidding me? The mom loses 109 or 110 pounds in less than a year, and she's kept it off. They've kept it off for 3 years. Her mom's just turned 82, for crying out loud. I mean, 2 years ago, her mom couldn't walk to the mailbox. Now she's playing pickleball. She's swimming. She's walking. She's 82 years old. You're living less than lifestyles. Don't get mad at me for saying that. You are. Most of you, I'm going to tell you right now, you have no idea how bad you actually feel, because you don't understand how good you could feel. This I mean, unless you think it's a good idea for you to carry toxins, poisons in your body, which you're doing. No diet removes, there's never been a shred of evidence that any diet removes any toxins from your body or lowers inflammation. This does. And again, I'm not treating, curing, diagnosing, or preventing any medical condition. We're just reading. The medical journals are on the website for you to see, for crying out loud, including the one on semaglutide, the New England Journal of Medicine, the 68-week study. We're not hiding anything from you. God, we don't even have anything to sell you. The New Health Conversation is a movement. It's not a company. We don't have anything to sell you. Come on, everybody. Aren't you excited about these prospects of what you could do? Yeah, Marilyn, look, I couldn't do GLP. I couldn't go to the bathroom, so I stopped. Marilyn, you're proving my point. Look, and we're not even against the shots. They're helping diabetics and people morbidly obese. But again, you have a comparison. Marilyn, what they did on New England Journal of Medicine, maybe you weren't here, semaglutide. 68 weeks, Marilyn. They lost 32 pounds in 68 weeks, and 40% was lean muscle. Marilyn, she lost 60 pounds in 90 days and gained 9% lean muscle with no exercise. She wasn't ever hungry because it's based on nutrition. I mean, this whole thing we're doing is crazy. Marilyn, if you don't mind, if you'll tell me now how tall are you, your current weight, and I'll tell you how fast you can lose weight, and you're going to feel fantastic because you're flooding your body with massive amounts of nutrition with less food than you've ever eaten. It sounds like an oxymoron. But the foods, 70% of the foods come from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand. No herbicides, no pesticides, and huge amounts of nutrition. You can't get it even if you buy foods in Madrid or in England or in Germany or in the United States or Canada. It doesn't exist. And these people, nobody's overweight. I mean, but the bottom line is it's published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. People in these studies lost weight in a month that took a year on diets. I'll prove it to you. This is the Journal of the American Medical Association, a 12-month study. Title, Comparison of Weight Loss Among Name Diet Programs. They looked at 48 different trials, 7,286 people in 12 months. And they named all the major diets right here: keto, paleo, Mediterranean, time-restricted eating, Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Zoom, South Beach diet, lose weight for your blood type, zone diet, whatever it was. And the most amount of weight loss to the least amount of weight loss in 12 months was 2 pounds. And the most amount of weight loss on any diet in a year was 16 pounds in a year. And they said right here, 25 to 40% of what they lost was lean muscle. The journal, it's on our website. You can go look at it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you believing? Who are you believing? Why are you believing them? They're nice people. Maybe they got an MD, a PhD after the name. Great. But do they have any medical proof? Why in the world are you putting yourselves on these diets with no medical proof? Well, we have the proof now on the GLP-1s. Up to 40% of what you're losing is lean muscle mass. And a new study out of Australia, let me just read the headline. The GLP-1 starvation epidemic, a medical disaster unfolding in plain sight. The so-called miracle weight loss injections, Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Tirzepatide, are being pushed as the ultimate fix for obesity. But behind the glossy ads and celebrity endorsement lies the truth. They're systematically starving millions of users from the inside out. This isn't a side effect. This is full-blown nutritional catastrophe that doctors are only now waking up to. Scurvy is back and it's hitting modern patients. Australian researchers just exposed the scandal of GLP-1s. After 17 years of clinical trials, the researchers did not bother to track what patients were eating. Now we're seeing real cases of full-blown scurvy. Yes, Peyronie's disease, bleeding gums, open wounds, total exhaustion. Up to 40% of your weight loss on a GLP is precious muscle. You're losing lean muscle at terrifying rates, especially if you're over 40. This accelerates sarcopenia, osteoporosis, heart failure, and permanent metabolic damage. I'm not even going to make an opinion on it. You tell me. Go research Australian GLP-1 study. We're not against the shots, but every drug has a side effect. And like this nice lady here is telling me, she couldn't do it because we know one of the big side effects is constipation. So anyway, okay, so you're 5'3", 150. Okay, Marilyn, get ready. This is going to blow your mind. 5'3", great weight for you. Marilyn's going to be about 115. That's going to be 35 pounds. Marilyn, first 4 days, you're going to lose 5 to 7 pounds. First month minimum, Marilyn, you're going to lose is at least 15 pounds. So you'll be 135 after 1 month. You should be 120 after 2 months. So in a little bit under about 2 months and 2 weeks at the most, you're going to be 115. Marilyn, put it in the chat. And you're not going to be hungry, and you're not going to lose any muscle mass, and you're not going to have any problems medically. We have the proof to back it up. So tell me, Marilyn, how excited are you about those numbers? And Marilyn, the website, see your phone right above it in red, The New Health Conversation. You go there, you see the medical proof. If you like it, scroll down, you get a free coach and a free consultation. Give me a yes, Marilyn, if you understand. Doesn't that excite you, Marilyn? Doesn't that really excite you? One of the doctors is chiming in, plus all the other risks of GLP-1s. Yeah, gastroparesis again. But Marilyn, come on, Marilyn, give me some accolades. Are you excited about the numbers? And Marilyn, when you go to the website, we're not going to contact you. Be clear. You have to scroll all the way down to get a free consultation and a free coach. How much is the consultation? Zero. How much is the coaching? Zero. So Marilyn, are you excited? Come on, give me a little feedback. I want to make sure that you get it. So who else would like to ask me a question or contribute to this, our podcast today? Again, if any of you want, if you tell me if you're male or female, just like Marilyn did, and how tall you are and your current weight, I'll show you how fast. You're basically going to lose as much weight in 4 days as you would in 6 weeks of any diet. Apparently on the shot, she didn't lose anything. Not that people they're losing weight on the shots, but what kind of weight are they losing? It's lean muscle mass. Period. End of the story. So would anybody else like to step up? Shoot, I'm excited for Marilyn. Laugh out loud. Rick. Yeah. Thank you, Rick. I mean, Rick, would you like to know if you'll tell me, well, obviously you're male, how tall you are, your current weight, I'll give you a free evaluation. Look, Rick, and I'm not just some person up here talking, okay? I want to show all of you, not to impress you, Rick or Marilyn or anybody, but I want to show you that I'm not just some guy up here. I've written 4 best-selling books, some of the biggest medical doctors in the world. I did 20 appearances on public broadcasting, over 1,500 live lectures around the world in universities and hospitals. Heck, they even flew me to China where they have an obesity epidemic, believe it or not. And I also was a keynote at Autism One in Chicago, the largest autism conference in the world, 2 years in a row. And the New Health Conversation I started it. It's a movement. It's not a company. We have nothing to sell you. The only thing on that website is the medical proof that you all can see. Okay, Rick. Thank you for doing that, Rick. All right, at 6 feet, 180 would be great for you, Rick. That's going to be, 180 is going to be 70 pounds. Okay, Rick, get ready. First 4 days, 8 to 10 pounds. Rick, first month, at least 25 pounds. So 225 after 1 month, very close to 200 after 2 months. The third month, it might slow down a little bit. But effectively, I'm going to say 3 months and maybe a week or two, Rick, you're going to be 180. Put it in the chat. How excited will you be about those numbers, Rick? Also, Rick, in the first week, expect to lose 2 to 4 inches off your waist circumference. I lost 8 inches in my waist in 14 days 23 years ago. I went from a 42 Rick to a 34-inch waist, which I still am today. I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks. So you can do this. Good, Rick. And Rick, you understand where you can go. Look at her phone right above it in red, The New Health Conversation. Just tell me you can see that. Rick, do you understand that's the website? Just Photoshop it. And Rick, when you go there, we're not going to contact you. You got it? We're not going to contact you. But if you like what you see, scroll all the way down, you get a free consult. Something else I should tell Marilyn and everybody else. When you go to the website, first part, you're going to see the medical proof. If you like, scroll down to get the free coach. It's going to say 100% money back guarantee. Let me clarify that. So if you took your total food budget last month, 30% of those dollars will go to the grocery store list that we will give you: proteins, fats, carbs, fruits, and vegetables. The other 70% of your money goes to these foods from around the world that come from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand, representing huge amounts of nutrition. That 70% that you're going to spend for a month, even though you've eaten all the food, if this doesn't work, 100% money back guarantee, Rick, on 70% of what you're going to purchase. You show me anything like this on the planet. Did you all hear that? Marilyn, did you hear that too? Isn't that amazing, everybody? I see it. Good, Rick. So make sure to Photoshop it or whatever you want to do. Okay, who else would like to give me a rundown? If you'll tell me if you're male or female, how tall you are, and your current weight, I'll tell you how fast you can lose weight on this. Who else would like to know? Rick, I would think you'd be excited for yourself now too, not just Marilyn. I mean, yeah, I'm excited for Marilyn, but I'm really excited for you. I'm excited for everybody. I mean, you got to understand, everybody, this is going to change the world. It's going to make, what if everything you ever thought about diet, exercise, nutrition was wrong? Because it is. Because it is. Who else wants to chime in? Good, Rick. Isn't that awesome? Because it's, yeah, okay. So Miss Italian Queen, female, 5'3", 240. Okay, 5'3". Good weight for you is going to be about 115. So that's going to be 125 pounds. Okay, Miss Italian, first 4 days, you're going to lose 8 or 10 pounds. The first month, I'd say you're going to lose at least 25 pounds. You should be 215 after 1 month. It'll slow down maybe a little bit the second month. So after 2 months, you should be 195. 3 months, 175. 4 months, 155. 5 months, 135. So in less than 6 months, you're going to be around 115, 120 max. So tell me, Miss Italian, how excited would you be about those numbers? We see them all the time. We're not making things up. We've helped 800,000 people. We absolutely know the numbers backwards and forwards because we've helped so many people. Are you excited about that, Miss Italian Queen? Give me a yes, no, thumbs up, something. Tell me if you're thrilled or you're just in shock. Are you in shock that you can actually do that? So I'm just waiting for Miss Italian to comment. Yes, very was on track but lost and back when I started. Yes, very was on track but lost and back when I started. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Yes, was very on track but lost and back when I started. Again, I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but are you excited about the numbers I just gave you? That I think is the most important thing. And you know, Miss Italian, so right above her head, see her phone, right above there in red, the New Health Conversation. That's where you can go. You see the medical proof, but more importantly, you can scroll down. You get a free consultation and a free coach. How much is the consultation, Miss Italian? $0. How much is the coaching? $0. What do you buy from us? Nothing. You're buying food. 30% of what you spent last month, you're going to buy at your grocery store. 70% of the money left over goes for these world's most perfect foods. They come from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand. And then 5 days a week, you're going to have 4 meals a day. And 2 days a week, you're going to have 8 meals a day. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how this works. And it's a detox. It's not a diet. So I'm excited to try. Oh my gosh, typos. I love them. But give me a yes, me Italian. If you know, I just want to make sure you understand. No, it's okay. Again, Kitty, you see, look at her phone, Kitty. Look right above it. Do you see in red, The New Health Conversation? Remember, there are no products, Kitty. You're going to get a food list that you take to your grocery store, only 30% of what you spent last month, leaving you 70% of the money. What really makes this work are these foods from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, New Zealand that represent huge amounts of nutrition in small amounts of food. And then there's a whole new eating pattern that they develop. Let me ask you a question, Kitty. Do you believe we're living in a toxic world, and do you believe you're toxic? Because if you don't, you're on the wrong podcast. I couldn't be more serious. This is a detox. It's not a diet. The side of benefit, and look, you can see no products, no pills, and no dieting, because it's not a diet. It's a detox. I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks 23 years ago. I've kept it off for 23 years. She's kept the weight up for 9 years. And that is the same girl, the same woman. Okay, Kitty. So again, Kitty, the way this works, let me explain it to you also, Miss Italian, and everybody else that's paying. But before I do that, do me a favor, everybody, Miss Italian or Kitty, if you'll do it. Just put a yes or no. Are you aware, either one of you ladies, are you aware of anybody on TikTok or social media in general with one shred of medical evidence? Because this one I'm going to share with you is published in 10 of the biggest medical journals in the world. So what I'm about to tell you is exactly what they did with the patients in these studies. But it's not 1 or 2 journals it's published in, 10. So it went through 10 boards of scrutiny. See, all these journals, they don't do the final analysis. That's what peer-reviewed means. They send it out to other experts in the field, medical doctors, in this case, nutritional researchers, to find out if what you're saying is real or is it fake. Okay? That doesn't help you. Organic, I'll give you an example. A bowl of spinach from 1957 to today, the iron levels in spinach from 1957 to today, Miss Italian, you'd have to eat 20 bowls of spinach to equal the same. I have another big study over here somewhere. Let me find it. Yeah. Over the last 25 years, scientific studies indicate that the nutritional value of fruits, vegetables, and grains has declined by 50%. So even when you see on this, Miss Italian, you're going to find out now. 30% of your food organic is going to come from your grocery store, but only 30% of what you spent last month. The other 70% of your money is going to these foods from Russia, Mongolia, Tibet, South America, and Zealand. Why? Because those foods represent over 300 nutrients that you can't get from regular food, even if you're doing organic, Miss Italian. And those foods satisfy you with less food because hunger is only based on lack of nutrition. It's not based on lack of food. It's not based on lack of calories. It's based on lack of nutrition. That's what makes this work. So you got the two food groups. 30% of the money you spent at your grocery store leaves you 70% of the money to go towards these foods around the world. Then what they did, they created a new way of eating. Follow me, everybody. Excuse me. 5 days a week, she had 4 meals a day. She started with the World's Most Perfect Meal for breakfast, lunch and dinner for the grocery, and a fourth meal after dinner, the World's Most Perfect Foods. Excuse me. 2 days a week, here's the detox. No food from the grocery store. Only these foods from around the world. This time, she ate 8 times a day. She was eating every hour and a half for 2 hours. And what that did, it allowed her body to all but really slow down digestion, which you have to do to detox your body. And they proved it was a detox by blood, stool, urine, and fat analysis. Yeah, Miss Italian, I know. Am I making sense, Miss Italian? Does this make sense to you? You understand you're not on a diet, you're on a detox. And if you believe you're living in a toxic world, you came to the right podcast, all of you. Also, Kitty, am I making sense? Do you get it, Kitty? What? Hold on, everybody. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. Anyway, Miss Kitty and Miss Italian, do you get it? Yeah, but he's saying, the doctors say many organic foods are still nutritionally starved, but also subject to chemicals like glyphosate and other toxins in the soil. So, Miss Italian, you're getting it, okay? And Miss Italian, I want you to understand, if you go to that website, we will not contact you. We don't do that. But if you like what you see, once you look at all the medical proof, you can scroll down. Same thing with you, Kitty. We're not going to contact you. Don't think you go in there and you're going to get a sales pitch, because we don't have anything to sell you in the first place. But if you do decide you want a free consultation and you do decide to do it, you're also going to get, this is really important, this is what she followed. It's called the Blueprint of Success, developed by the researchers. There were daily instructions on what you're doing, when you're eating certain quantities, but the timing. See, this is called protein pacing. Think of pacing like in a race. So again, it's not just you're eating good food, it's when, what are the quantities, what are the timing in between your eating, what they call them, your feedings. Because it's all based on nutrition. It's not based on calories. There's no way on earth your body can't count a calorie, doesn't give a damn about a calorie. Let's abandon the whole damn calorie thing. It's out the window. Where is that? Oh, the website is right above her head. Do you see it there in red? Give me a yes if you see it. The New Health Conversation. Do you see it? Miss Italian, I want to make sure you understand there's the website, The New Health Conversation. When you go there, you just, if you like what you see, you scroll all the way down and it says free consultation and free coaching. You don't see right above her head? Right above her phone? Look right above her phone in red, The New Health Conversation. Do you not see that? Well, let me put it in the chat for you then. How about this? Tell me if you can see this. It's right below your name. No, hold on, Miss. Do you see that? I just typed it right below where you said, yes, sorry. Tell me you can read that. Can you see that right below your name where you said, yes, sorry? Give me a yes if you can see that. Good. So screenshot that. I'm glad we did that. So you're good. So screenshot that. That is the website. You put that in Google. It'll take you there. You'll see the medical proof if you like what you see. You scroll down and then, because you're in control. We're not here to convince you. We're here to educate you. And the coaches, everybody got coached, including me. And all our coaches, they were so inspired by their own results, many of them, they came back to us and said, hey, we'd like to coach somebody else. So the coaching is 100% free, Miss Italian, okay? Who else would like to tell me if you're male or female and how tall you are? I'll tell you how fast you can lose weight on this. And it's not a diet, it's a detox. No, thank you, Miss Italian Queen. Go there if you're ready to. Are you ready? Honest to gosh, imagine a big red button with white letters on it, Miss Italian. Take both hands. Guess what it says on the button? Do over. You're going to get a chance to do over. But you have to understand, you're going to be able to keep the weight off for the rest of your life. Like I said, I lost 40 pounds in 7 weeks 23 years ago. I've kept it off for 23 years. The main reason to do this, though, everybody, is to detox, is to assist your own body in detoxification. There is no product that can detox you. Don't fall for this crap you're seeing on TV. Oh, here's a liver detox pill. No, it isn't. There's no proof. It's just advertising. It's nonsense. Unless people, listen, here's the bottom line. Unless you have a peer-reviewed human trial medical study, it's all just opinions. Again, well, I know it would be amazing, but we see it all the time, Miss Italian. It's not anything. We've got a doctor on here. He'll tell you he's got patients losing 25, almost 40 pounds a month. It's not a made, I mean, he's coming on. He doesn't have to be on here. He wants to share the good news with everybody. Miss Italian, Miss Italian, can I tell you the most expensive part of this? Don't get mad at me. But I will promise you, within a month, you're going to have to buy new clothes. None of your clothes are going to fit you. So I'm going to force you to go shopping. I'm not really. I'm just telling you that's what's going to happen. Miss Italian, most women on this lose a whole dress size in the first week with no exercise. None of them, they weren't allowed to exercise. They wore Fitbits. Even you look at this young woman here, she only wanted to lose 30 pounds. She lost 21 pounds in a month. Look at how much she shrank. Look at that. Can you see that? I like that, laugh out loud. Going shopping, so you won't be mad at me if you have to go shopping, am I correct? You won't be too mad at me? I'm serious. I'm not making it up. You just won't believe what's going to happen. But look at her. Isn't that amazing? The transformation? That's in 30 days. And she only had 30 pounds to lose. Look, she lost 21 pounds in a month. That's 5 pounds a week. Have you ever lost 5 pounds a week? I know. It's amazing. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Italian. When I'm too far off when I say that most people get really excited, if they can lose a pound a week, they're like really excited, would you tell me? Amazing is an understatement. I got lots of people coming on now commenting. Hi, Chris. So, Miss Italian, would you say that? Just give me a yes or no. That on a diet, that's an expectation. A pound a week would be great. Yeah, for sure. Well, the least amount they're losing on this is 5 pounds a week. Which one would you rather do, 1 pound a week or 5? And one last question, Miss Italian. Put in the chat for me, are you aware of anybody on social media with a shred of medical evidence. Maybe I already asked you that. So humor me, even if I did. Answer me again, yes or no. No. Chris is saying no. So a pound a week, you're agreeing with that? Yeah, okay. Again, who else would like to ask me a question? If you tell me if you're male or female, how tall you are and your current weight, I'll tell you how fast you can lose weight on this. But you're going to lose about as much weight in 4 days as you will in 6 weeks of any diet you've ever been on. It's not a diet, it's a detox. And you can read the poster. She'd up 60 pounds in 90 days, revolutionary natural detox, no products, no pills, no dieting, and backed by 10 peer-reviewed human trial studies. VS, do you see right above her? Do you see the phone she's holding? And right above in red, the new health conversation? VS, do you see that? Give me a yes. Because Ms. Italian Queen couldn't read it. So VS, let me know. Again, right above her phone in red, it says the new health conversation. Can you see that? Because that's the website you go to. It's free to go there. The only thing there is the medical proof. And then you can scroll down and you can actually see the medical proof. And then you get a free consultation and a free coach and you're buying food. There are no products. So VS, tell me, can you read the new health conversation? I mean, do you see it there in red? Right above her phone. It's right in the white area. It's red. Red, red. Okay. All right. All right, here's the website. I just typed it in the chat. Well, sorry, let me type it in again. So it's the new health. Hold on. Okay, do you see it? Oh, didn't post yet. Hold on. I think BC, it doesn't say. Huh. No, it says right there. Hold on. There it is, the new health conversation. Now, can you see it? VS, can you see it right there? The new health conversation? No, you don't have to, there's no .com. It's just a web link. You just, it's not even a link. You just type it into Google and it'll come up in the search. The new health conversation it's a movement. They'll recognize it. So VS, now do you see it right there, right below Miss Italian? It says the new health conversation. Do you see that, VS? Give me a yes, VS, if you can see it now. It's in the comments right down there near the bottom now, the new health conversation. Can you all see it? That's where you all can go. Yes, no, maybe, whatever. Hello? Oh, I'm in it. Okay, great, great. But what about you, VS? Can you read, can you see it now, the new health conversation? Or VS, here's a big, look at, there it is. That's the website. Can you see that in yellow? VS, give me a yes. You can see it in yellow, the new health conversation. That's the movement. And oh, that's a little bit about me. I am a best-selling author, 4 best-selling books, some of the biggest medical doctors in the world, 20 shows on PBS, and over 1,500 lectures around the world in universities and hospitals. They flew me to China. I was a keynote at Autism One in Chicago, the largest autism conference in the world, 2 years in a row. So I have a little bit of credibility. So again, VS, I just want to make sure you can read that. So VS, do you see it now? The new health conversation, it's right underneath. It says, she's saying, I think because it doesn't say, I know it doesn't say .com. You don't need .com because it's not a link. You just put it into Google and it'll take you right there. So VS, I'm just curious, do you see that? Can you, everybody see that in yellow? Can you read that? Chris, can you see that in yellow, the new health conversation? Can the rest of you see that in yellow, that's the website right there. I couldn't be bolder and bigger letters. Yes, okay, good. Well, VS, if you want to know, another thing I'll do for you for free, VS, if you'd like, if you tell me how tall you are and your current weight, I'll tell you how much and how fast you can lose weight on this. But effectively, you're going to lose as much weight in 4 days as 6 weeks of any diet you've ever been on. So who else would like to ask me a question or contribute to this? VS, I'm concerned you can't see it. I'm hoping you can see it now. So anyway, the website's The New Health Conversation. You can see it in yellow there. You got it? All right. Well, any other people that would like to chime in, if you tell me if you're male or female, how tall you are, and your current weight, I'll tell you how fast you can lose weight on this. Yes or no? Who would like to know? Anybody? All right, everybody, I'm going to end this podcast. It's now 1:10 Eastern Standard Time today, which would make it, it's about 7 o'clock at night, I think, in London, maybe 6 o'clock at night because of the time change tomorrow. So give me about 30, 40 minutes. So I'll probably come back on, it's 1:10. I'll probably come back on around 1:45 Eastern Standard Time today with another podcast. I want to thank all of you for being here. I invite all of you to go to the website. It's in red right above her name with the phone. And again, let's see if I can show you another one. Here's Julie. It's above her head on the right, above her phone, again in red, The New Health Conversation. Can everybody not see that? And if you're looking for .com, there's no .com. It's just The New Health Conversation. That's all you need to put in. It's not a link. It's just that's the movement, and Google will take you right there. Okay? All right, everybody. Thanks. Have a great rest of your day, evening, tomorrow, wherever you are in the world.